New technologies and cutting-edge software is creating endless possibilities for innovative designs. Keeping this in mind, MIT India Initiative and V School jointly presented the Design, Technology and Social Innovation Workshop at the V School campus in Mumbai. The 5-day mega initiative made an attempt to recreate an environment that fosters creative exploration of ideas. The platform brought together Indian students and young professionals and researchers from MIT USA to ideate and innovate solutions for a wide range of issues in India.
In India, we are facing day-to-day many challenges, be it in education, maybe primary, secondary, higher education, be it in transportation, when we commute by trains, when we commute by buses on the road safety. Likewise, you will find in healthcare side there are many challenges. So from that point of view, nurturing young minds may lead to them to start the ventures which are startups or entrepreneurship ventures, and instead of being just job seekers, they will be job creators. So for this, both of us, both the partners, MIT India Initiative and V School have come together and launched this workshop jointly.
MIT India Initiative is about co-creating a culture of hands-on learning and application-based education in India. V School has been instrumental in bringing together such initiatives in the past. They emphasize a lot on design thinking and also on hands-on learning. The 5 days of the workshop is filled with several events which are primarily based on the design thinking process.
With over 1,200 high-quality applications from across India, 300 applicants were chosen to work on solutions that cut across boundaries of cultures, disciplines and institutions. The students were guided by mentors from MIT and Harvard to create impactful and innovative products using cutting-edge technology. The participants went through a process of problem identification with storyboarding, ideating and brainstorming sessions, rapid prototyping and product development.
This workshop is comprising of stakeholders across, I'll say, disciplines, across geographies and pan-India. Almost 300 participants are coming from different colleges, be it engineering, be it architectural, be it medical, and close to 30 researchers have come from MIT and Harvard to mentor them. We schools always believe being we. Since long we realize that to address any of the social challenges or company challenges, we must come together and learn to work as a team and learn to see through the different mental lenses, mental models.
The day commenced with the lighting of the lamp ceremony and an address by Piyush Verma, Head MIT India Initiative, Professor Dr. Uday Salunke, Group Director SP Mandali's V School, Dr. Rajan Velukar, former VC, University of Mumbai, Advocate Shri S.K. Jain, Chairman Managing Council SP Mandali and Chairman College Development Committee V School, Dr. Ashwin Gopinath, Assistant Professor MIT USA and Faculty Mentor.
Innovation knows no boundaries, and so here we are with these amazing people from all around the world, from different parts of India, who have gathered here in Mumbai under the aegis of MIT India Initiative, which is co-organizing this workshop with V School. This initiative is the first step in the direction of working towards a common goal to create a community of creators, visionaries, and highly motivated people in India.
I appreciate the gesture of MIT India Initiative to think of this idea under MIT multiple institutions. Because as you all would appreciate, India is a very complex country with heterogeneity, with dialects, with languages. The way in which we function with the 1.3 billion population, probably we say that Almighty is definitely there. He only is managing the show for India. Otherwise, India won't be in that kind of position. But thinking of challenges on this soil is a nice gesture. And that's why we felt, when we discussed internally with my chairman, my trustees, we felt, yes, this is a wonderful opportunity. All tracks got a kind of sense of future. And I'm sure, I think India needs such kind of initiatives.
Over 5 days, the workshop witnessed esteemed dignitaries from different backgrounds speaking about the role of technology and design in solving social problems.
Many times, solutions that are affordable and adaptable, accessible, but are not available, we don't solve the problem. We have been far more focused on products and services, particularly products that can solve the problems that have not been addressed for such a long time. And we sometimes err on the side of negligence, not paying enough attention when it comes to supply chain. So supply chain is as critical part of creative space for solving problems or for making innovations as the product and service itself.
Design is the conscience of an organization today. So it's not screens, it's not the products that you create, it's not the services that you create alone, but it is the very conscience through which an organization operates. Now, leadership is the purpose for something for which something is designed. Earlier on, we did not probably ask that enough. We said we need to design this, so we designed, for that. Made it very easy and made it very, easy for people to use, and looked at people's behaviors and all of that stuff. Very good. But we did not ask why are we designing it in the first place. So today, in leadership, you're going to ask the question, why are we even designing it in the first place? The purpose of why something exists. The other thing of leadership is also the courage and the conviction and the rigor to take it through to the last level of detail. That's leadership all about, right? So if you ask any leader in an organization or anywhere in the world, any society, any entity, he will tell you that. It is about having a vision, having a purpose, and also having the rigor to take it to that.
The MIT India initiative is an exceptional initiative that is bringing together different kinds of participants from different schools, from different environments, from different skill sets, from different disciplines, and I believe strongly that this is the future that we can co-create.
I should emphasize on the fact that this is not just a 5-day workshop. It's basically creating an impact on society even beyond these 5 days. That's why we have collaborated with so many knowledge and community partners who are doing really good work in India. So when all these organizations come together, they share our vision with the larger world.
The participants were divided into 10 tracks that addressed local challenges of India across sectors. This developed creative abilities in participants to help them tackle real problems. The 10 tracks covered by the workshop were social empowerment through music, reimagining education, mobility, fintech for social good, healthcare, community-based health solutions, investigation and journalism telling tangible tales, housing and energy, environmental resilience, public spaces. With 1.34 billion people in India, it's difficult to have a voice and be heard as a rapper. Therefore, social empowerment through music track focused on low-cost production and distribution to create professional-grade music to amplify voice in dealing with societal issues and a personal catharsis.
We want to make songs and let everyone know about important social issues and what we can do to solve those issues, empower individuals through this track.
Up next, the Reimagining Education track focused on how to apply design thinking principles to discover opportunities, develop innovative solutions, and create prototypes to address challenges around the field of education.
The problem that my team and I are trying to resolve is improving or bringing climate change and energy consciousness in the children in the rural tribal belt.
The mobility track divided into the worlds of behavior and transportation and developed experiments to change the way that individuals interact with transportation.
We're learning so much from our students and from other parts of India, especially where there are areas where there are a lot of learnings in the transportation mobility space, and we discussed problems like electrified vehicles and ride sharing and looking at new autonomous technologies for transportation and mobility.
This was a very good initiative which helped us interact with many MIT students, get our technical knowledge from them, as well as it was a very good exposure for all our students.
The next track was Fintech for Social Good. While targeting the broader economic challenges of India, the workshop was also open to discussing and mentoring projects on topics of modern finance, including fintech.
There's like a team who is working on like women empowerment. How can they include financial inclusion for the urban poor women? And there's a team who is working on like how can they include the lack of saving problem in the rural places, in the low income area, where people earn a little bit of money but they don't save.
I'd like to thank MIT for bringing MIT students and mentors here. Like this is a cross-learning platform where we are able to see what they are doing there. They are also able to gauge us our work. They have allotted us some problem statements through which we are able to judge the scenario, what's going on here.
Harnessing the talent of students is extremely critical, and using design thinking and technology as a platform, that probably would create the probable solutions. Now this workshop will sensitize the students and give them a toolkit to work on the probable solutions.
The workshop was graced by the presence of several dignitaries such as Shri Saurabh Vijay, Secretary Higher and Technical Education Department, Shrimati Suvarna Kharat, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Department, Government of Maharashtra, Dr. Vijay Khole, former Vice Chancellor, University of Mumbai, and Dr. Rajan Velukar, former VC, University of Mumbai.
I welcome the concept of having a workshop of MIT India and Vellinkar on this subject of design, technology and social innovations. I think that India is having a valuable traditions, valuable things to give, and MIT has got modern concept and various ideas with a progressive mood. So this will be a fusion of both, and this will help India as a nation building, help the students to think out of box.
I must say that I am fortunate to participate in the initiative taken by We School in collaboration with MIT India initiatives. I say fortunate because when I came here, I met several young people, several bright minds, and that was an opportunity for me to know different ideas which these children have put in.
Time for a short break, but on the other side, we bring you more highlights from different sessions and the innovative ideas of the participants. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the special coverage of the MIT India Initiative and We School jointly present the Design, Technology and Social Innovation Workshop. The healthcare track focused on solutions for hospital systems and fostered design thinking, stakeholder identification, long-term medical device development and how to make a large-scale impact in the healthcare system.
We are trying to resolve the issue of triage. So whenever there are heavy number of patients coming to the hospital in a natural disaster kind of a situation or in a warfare kind of a situation, it becomes difficult to check whom to prioritize and who needs to be treated first and who needs to be treated later. So we are trying to design an automatic machine that actually solves this issue.
I think from the mentor's perspective, we've had the experience to learn like from another culture and healthcare issues in another context. I think the students have had a lot of fun. They've been working in groups a lot and they've been having to compromise their ideas and really be very creative about their solutions or pushing them to be innovative and to have big impact.
Up next, community-based healthcare track fostered design thinking and rapid prototyping for point-of-care community-based applications. Prototypes from this track would ideally improve community access to diagnostics, preventive care and common medicine.
For our healthcare tract, we have two subsets. We have one group that's focused on community healthcare and is looking at more local solutions for local problems. And then we have a second group that is focused on hospital-based healthcare and is looking for solutions to streamline processes in the hospitals.
MIT India initiative is all about design thinking, and I have never done a design thinking workshop before. So I think it's going to impact my career at a large level in the future. I'm trying to bridge the gap between people who have surplus of medications, between people who don't have an access to it.
The investigation and journalism track engaged in a variety of exploratory exercises such as need finding, investigative journalism, reflective ethnography, and created tangible and interactive artifacts that share narratives and perspectives.
We are trying to study different parts of the society, different problems faced by the society and different phenomena which occur in the society through an investigator's eye. My particular team, we are studying what are the driving forces behind one's perceptions. Why do people think in a particular way? These driving forces, we identified them to be social forces, economic forces, be it media, or be it the culture you belong to, your upbringing, your religion and many more. And we have narrowed it down to how the social media affects the perception of users, its audience and the people who post their content in.
Our students are working on challenges such as women empowerment, environment, democracy, media in a democracy and what that means, corporate ownership. And they're telling these tales through very interesting media such as artistic installations, games, video games, board games, posters, visual representations.
Housing and Energy explores problems like housing microgrids, tracking energy usage using pervasive technologies like cell phones, as well as energy-related problems.
So in our track, we are really happy because we got the students from a lot of different backgrounds, engineers, designers, architects, business. So we came up with like a different range of solutions, from apps to systems and applications for the housing, and we are really impressed by the work of the students.
What I'm really going to take forward is the attitudes that we've seen over here constantly, stuff like how to define the problem better and how to effectively address the concerns, the stakeholders, especially the lectures. I feel all of those that MIT initiative has really pumped us and really given us. That's one of the main things I'm taking back and taking forward in my career.
Next up, Environmental Resilience Track explored solutions for the built environment towards the mitigation of hazard fallout.
Another theme, environmental resilience. We are trying to reduce flood probabilities in Mumbai, which are sometimes inevitable in Mumbai. We are studying about the pipeline network, and we want to introduce some new dynamic system in order to store water during flood times.
Public Spaces track focused on developing solutions that make our public spaces more dynamic, responsive to a different community and neighborhood needs, and improve critical shortcomings like safety, comfort and accessibility.
We're specifically interested in problems that are really unique in the Indian context that we don't necessarily experience in the West, like in terms of density and in terms of ownership of public space. And those problems have similar representations where I'm from, but dealing with them here with a whole set of students that have a different perspective on the issue is really interesting and eye-opening for both me and I think for them.
We intend to design a space as an interactive space. Our target area is Kamatipura, which is the infamous red light district of Bombay. So we are actually designing an interactive space for the women of that area who actually live in an inadequate and constrained environment. They actually lack a sense of belongingness, so we intend to design a space for them.
The final day of the workshop culminated into engaging with communities in social workspace and public open house, which was open to students, colleges and industry professionals to view the projects developed at the workshop. The networking session gave space to representatives of different organizations to interact with each other. Visitors interacted with participants of different tracks based on their preferences, as well as explored new synergies.
I believe that bringing together organizations and institutions who work towards experimentations in education can make a real impact in society. For example, V School, they have done a lot of work in bringing forward design thinking curriculum to our young generation. And I think institutions like this can actually change how we think about education and bring forward hands-on learning and co-creation of ideas in a good way.
See, we staunchly believe that the academic institution like us, business school like us, must really involve all the stakeholders. See, V School, V itself indicates that our belief in not really working in isolation as an independent kind of only individual person, but our belief in really team, working in a group, working in maybe heterogeneous group, maybe working through opposable minds as well at a time if required. Now in this definitely co-creation leads to the outcome, which is far more, I'll say, encompassing the views of everyone. The co-creation and co-production given us a strength, and that's why we always felt that we reinforces I and I reinforces we.
As the workshop came to a close, eminent speakers and mentors from each track came together to share their experience and learnings.
I'm glad to see such a wonderful and fascinating energy and enthusiasm here. It's unparalleled. It's unparalleled. And I'm sure, I think we will take this forward to a higher level. And all participants who worked, and we spent a lot of time in education track, being an education school, business school, and at the same time I could see through the way in which I think you have given your commitment, your dedication, which is unparalleled. And I'm more than confident that we all are there with you, along with MIT India, that how we can take entire your thought process, your outcome to the next level.
In these 5 days, while visiting the campus, visiting various parts of Mumbai city, you must have come across various situations by which must be converted into the innovations, and about the aims and object of this workshop or learning part is concerned. I hope that you must have utilized this opportunity for workshop on the point of social innovations and other parts are concerned.
This institution is known for implementing several progressive ideas and bringing about quite a lot of experimentation, especially in the sector of education. The institution also has taken lead in helping the government in deciding the policy decisions, especially with reference to social inclusion. This particular aspect of your working for the last 4 or 5 days, I'm sure will teach you many important lessons which would be important for your future course in life.
I'm sure this would have been a rich experience, learning experience for most of you. But the great ideas that we saw, actually, I have myself seen heard the students presenting, the multidisciplinary team coming out with some real creative solutions, which has been actually possible through this discussion, some kind of design thinking which went into it. And we want to encourage it. In fact, Maharashtra itself, with some, I would say, number of students, both in professional education and general education, we need to work in more multidisciplinary teams and have to spread this culture to every college, every university. We need to really take this idea forward.
Not just about these 5 days. It's about creating an atmosphere of innovation in the young minds which are going to lead the future in the world in the years to come. The participants, for whom this entire affair was set up. It was you for whom we all came together, and it is you who will take this vision forward. You all are the torchbearers of this workshop. I would like to thank V School Director Dr. Salunke, who was the first one to acknowledge the idea of the initiative and bring it forth in front of all of us. Thank you so much.
The 5-day workshop provided tremendous learning and experimentation for researchers as well as for the young participants to create innovative ideas which will impact society.